7 seconds. So you should be getting my audio. Just had to install OBS on my system. And I'm trying to find some way to, in YouTube Studio, watch my channel. And open that up. And okay, I'm trying to find, mute it. Is it? Yes. Okay, it's delayed though, I think. Turn my head a little bit, see if I can. Am I not? Yeah, there's gotta be some. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Whatever that delay is from turning my heads to now is my YouTube delay. Anyways, I don't necessarily need to do any more than this. I think from here, I don't know, at my channel, but I want to edit video. Could that be it? YouTube Creator Studio, video details, yes. File name, I don't want to change any of this stuff. Anyways, YouTube, for some reason, Twitch deletes your old files, which is the most absurd thing that could be done. I mean, it's just cruelty. They literally put it behind walls, so as you're new, they just erase your work. YouTube has live streams of mine from several years ago still, and I never put the first penny into YouTube. I do have a Google account, so maybe that is what's actually paying for, maybe that's why they're doing it on YouTube, but whatever the reason, Twitch is such a stingy, terrible, awful company. I'm just going to stream to YouTube, and I'll share with my stuff on Twitch. I'm still going to hang out on Twitch and talk to Twitch streamers. There is a different community around Twitch, I would say, just among the streaming space, and I think that community is really is the kind of target of my, marketing. I think that they are the ones who are not only the most prepared to use this technology, but also already established in a online exchange where they go back and forth. I look forward to the day when their drama is just each side creating dank memes and throwing them at each other, and we all on the sidelines just get to watch hilarious back and forth, right? And it's a sport, it's volleyball, at that point. And as long as we don't take it to levels where people are getting hurt, which as long as everybody's fed and well taken care of, that stuff doesn't tend to happen anyways. But I got to be able to moderate my fucking channel. Excuse me. Let us copyright clips. No, it's not doing. Yeah, this is all the studio stuff. Video link. And I'm back in. Anyways, so me and some others have created AI songs, and we had a member of our community on a savage day, particularly savage day, if I say so myself, say that it had to be with our own vocals for her to receive the tracks, which I guess it's everybody's choice, right? I should be able to now. Where am I getting desktop audio? Where did that come from? And which do I want? Hmm.
We were told the empire was eternal.
Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Hey. Down. On the road with the top down, yeah, lick got her feet up, feet up. Everything is free now, and she's got the beat up, beat up. Riding with the gang, no sleeping. All around the world, we're sweeping. She feels a lot of hate, but her heart's in the right place. She said, all you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love.
Oh.
A little bit of love. Yeah. A little bit of love. On the road with the top down, gently got her feet up, feet up. Everything is free now, and she's got the beat up, beat up. Riding with the gang, no sleeping. All around the world, we're sweeping. She feels a lot of hate, but her heart's in the right place. She said, all you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love. A little bit of
So that's the track I'm gonna use. And in Suno then, you want to get your stems, and I will do a quick capture of that. So, the scale, yeah, that's nice. This is in Suno in my playlist. You go to the far right and get stems. Once you're getting stems, then you then you'll come here, and here you can all detected stems. It'll break out all the different instruments, vocals and instrumental. It'll give you just two. I only needed two. Click on that. It's going to default to MP3s. You want to go WAV files. WAV files are lossless, something to know about audio. WAV files are the original, take the audio signal, put it directly to data. So it takes the pressure at that point, in which the microphone is recording, really variance of pressure in that point. And that's like an analog value for the waveform, right? So as you see that thing, there's actually a number that's just, it's constantly a number, and as it does it, it generates then a full waveform is what we hear coming out of it. MP3s, they kind of chop it up and encode it. So definitely make sure you get waves so you get the good quality audio, or good quality everything. You may want to get all the stems. You could go deeper, play with a lot more things, but all I need is the vocals and the instrumental. So I've downloaded both those files, and I'm going to clean up my file keeping right now, so I am not making a mess. And this is the add audio stream. And from there, go to my, let's pin to start for now. Huh? Pin to quick access. I'm sorry. There it is. Unpin from start. Okay, downloads. Get both those tracks, move them in there. Here, Audacity. Open. There we go. 2 tracks. Okay, they open in separate. Instrumental's the only one I need anyways. That's right. So now I should be able to play this. On the road with the top down, and Janet's got her feet up. Everybody's here now, and we got to beat up something. I can't remember the lyrics. I am not primed to sing right now. One, I have very little conversational partners in real life, so I don't talk a lot at this point in my life. You really got to keep to warm up your vocal cords before you sing. Let's just put this out there, okay? You know, a good singer is daily stretching their neck and everything, opening up their vocal cords, breathing deep breaths, opening up their lungs, practicing all that, you know, very necessary stuff for singing effectively. In phases of your life, you know, you'll be training for different things, and you'll pick up or put down training of various sorts. Vocal performance has not been a focus of mine for a very long time. It never really was something that I took to the level of professional. It was sort of a side effect of advocating that I just became a great talker, and very naturally got my own flow. So if I was to really try to make a great song, which you should do, which we all should do, and the point is, you know, long ago, this cost money. All this is free. Audacity is free software, right? Suno is free. You can make even if you go for the pro, it's like 20 bucks 12 bucks a month, something like that. It's not a lot of money, ton of music, and this empowers you to deliver to your mom or your girlfriend or your brother, a message in a way which is head and shoulders more produced than they used to be, right? It can be a personal message, it can have your voice, it can have music backing. And you really should consider that, this is something which has only become possible at a net zero cost. We already have the hardware, we just got to load this free software. And then we can produce all this stuff. I'm using a frickin' USB, you can see it, basic USB condenser mic that I got for professional reasons. This is what I would put on a desk in a meeting. It's like a $50 USB microphone. So to put all the audio that you're hearing from me on that level, you can get a much better microphone. You don't need to worry about all that stuff so much. There's a lot of audio conditioning, which I'm going to get into here. Part of that is showing now how we can really, we don't need to be experimenting all that much anymore with a lot of these things. I mean, music production, this was a career 20 years ago, right? 10 years ago. There's still a few people making a career at this, but this was a expected career. And now it's at a point where with free software, I can in minutes produce something like this. It's just ridiculous that we have to still, argue with these old fucking people who just don't listen. Anyways, in this setting, we can take these things, we use it for fun. Let's make something to tell somebody we care about. And this is just a way to pull it out, add a little bit of your own, touch to it, I guess, beyond the words and everything. For this song, to be fully transparent, I did use an AI to help. And what I normally do is I start with a prompt that gives the overall general idea. Maybe it's 5 sentences. Then it gives me a song that usually has several factual errors, right? Because it's reaching, so I'm talking about a specific scenario, and it'll bring something up, and like I'll talk about next to the stream or during the stream, and the AI will misinterpret that to be a actual stream, and it'll have lyrics there. So sometimes I got to swap out entire lines. Often I'm changing words. Just a little, it really does. Like ChatGPT writes really lame poetry, okay? It's fucking lame. It's textbook, right? Poetry and the human expression is the future that humanity should be focusing on. At the same time, we got to understand that when it comes to STEM, etc., the technical aspect, which it was a audio mixing and production is a technical job. It's much less concerns than it used to be. We used to have destructible mediums. We used to lose quality as we played the track. Magnetic tapes are not like digital stuff, but now that we're digital and lossless, truly lossless across the entire spectrum, it's just a shame we're not making use of this technology to enrich our own communications, etc. So now to record this, the same microphone I'm using for OBS should be working in here. Go to my audio setup, recording device. Ooh, no, I don't want it to be that. I want it to be this, which I did set it to that device. And what I want to do, that's right, the reason I want to add that track a vocal track is that way I can put this on my monitor and know what I'm supposed to be saying. Anyway, shouldn't you be showing something? What if I just start recording? There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise.
On the road with the top down.
But it was working. It was capturing. But it's got a really terrible. Compressor. No, it doesn't have any noise. Get more effects. Free plugins. OpenVino AI tools. Instruments and effects. Vocal tutor. Okay, so I'm going to get these effects. And the way I'm going to start this, I'm going to go to ChatGPT. And I'm going to say, I want to add some software effects to my audio capture in OBS. I want to noise gate it and put a clear equalizer on it to isolate just my voice. I would also like the ability to play with it, maybe modulate my voice in real time to start. If there's a way to do it in real time. Not just in real time. Real-time vocal processing chain inside OBS. Let's break it down by purpose. Now, the reason you don't got to see this, I was thinking about putting it up on my stream, but I'm not going to show it to you. Get familiar with using this fucking software, okay? Ignore the losers talking like you can't use the software because you're going to change something by you not using it, okay? Your 20 bucks a month doesn't change a motherfucking thing. There's a family in the window. Your 20 bucks a month does not change a fucking thing. They got venture capital in the billions. Your input is not going to do it, but your ability to use the tool may be an absolute differentiator in your value to whatever team you end up on in very short order. Like this might just be the most basic requirement imaginable is be able to use AI. And if you can't, sit down, shut up, start using AI until you are glib with it, until you make, that for yourselves. Okay. Settings, audio, filters. Oh, no, that's OBS. Oh, wait, no. Wait, I don't want... Oops, I did OBS. What I want it for is in Audacity. Latency can creep in if your system buffers too high. Noise gate. TDR Nova, TokyoDawn.net. So it offers these things. Most put their DLL or VST3 files in program files, VST plugins. Sure, rescan plugins and startup is checked. Oh. Optionally, add your VST folders under effects. Add or remove plugins, options, rescan VST. Okay, well, they told me to go when yeah, here, Muse Hub. So that's in the software, which is usually Central Content Plugin Manager created by Muse Group, the company that owns Audacity, MuseScore, and Ultimate Guitar. Its goal is to make downloading and updating shared assets easy. But it's not. Here's the breakdown, clean and factual. Background service and downloader that manages Muse Sounds real time. That runs at startup? No. These are proprietary but high quality. Through Muse Hub. Oh man. So you could use Muse Hub if you wanted, and it makes it easy. But it's going to be then running on my computer all the time, and I don't like adding software unless I need it. Basic audio cleanup and voice EQ. Oh. So wait, I can use it to get the apps and then just disable the app on my computer and continue using the filters? Exactly. Okay. Do. Install Muse Hub. So not necessarily smart to be doing this when streaming, but you know, this is, oh no, drop frames, 2.8%. Hooray, I'm back to, how am I dropping frames? Oh wait, I'm running Audacity and all kinds of other stuff. Cancel. Okay, not you. We're gonna go to not you. Cancel. I want to view stats, maybe. Yeah. Network dropped. Yep. Okay, let's stop for a minute. Oh, no. Looks like it doesn't like the downloads, maybe. Maybe that's probably what it is starting downloads. Maybe they keep the file. There should be plenty of resources on this computer. I'm only using 2% with OBS. Let's see. Nothing should be busy. So I go to Task Manager and switch to Performance. GPU is 20%. Ethernet. Yeah. Okay. It's network stuff, so it's just a shaky network. Sad to see that because I do have a direct link now. I was going through a gate. I hope I'd fix that. Anyways, we are where we're at. I was downloading MuseHub. Now I'm installing it. It's installed. To authorize and access your purchases. Yes. To see me again. Okay. Well, that was quick. It's installed. And now I should be able to, from inside, here, let's get you, well, my diagnostics are not docking for some reason. But in Audacity now, I should be able to okay. We're getting MuseFX. Rayon 3. Real-time pitch correction and vocal changer. Is this cheating? I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna cheat. We'll see if anybody notices or says anything. Hopefully this can all run simultaneously on my computer. I mean, really, and that's the thing about computing. most the challenge for computing is with the generating 3D worlds and the lighting in 3D worlds. That's incredibly complex. You have multiple light sources in an imagined world, and the computer has to like generate all the response there. Once you're hmm, I gotta smoke less hash, don't I? Yeah, by the way, cheers everybody. I'm enjoying myself. This is another reason why my vocals are not there. I was talking about the vocals of, yeah, auto tuning, whatever I do here. Okay, that's closed out. Running in the background. Sits in my system tray. What jerks. Oh, I don't like that at all. Anyways, that's closed out now. And if I go here, get effects. I have these effects now. Add effects. What? Okay, how do I add effects? Add enable desired muse effects. Add enable. Effect. Add real-time effects. Did that do anything? Huh? I needed the reveal. That's right. No, great, 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 great. Okay. Um, I think they're here now. On here, effects, add effect. Oh, what? Get it? No, I don't want that effect. Oh, it's that thing on the side. So I press E to add effect. It's not showing up, but if I go effect here and I do EQ filters, let's do a, I think it'll be a notch filter. Okay, so in my side window, real-time effects list. Hey, Mocha, how are you? She's hungry. It is rapidly approaching. Oh, 6 o'clock. Holy shit. Day has flown by. Only 40 minutes into this, too, so I only started at 5 o'clock. Oh, geez. Feed the dog. I'll get that done in a minute. So, the real-time effects list under the drop-down. But if I click add effects in the side window, it only shows the classic Audacity events. I am on. Jesus. 3 point. Yes, I am. Okay. The right version. Edit preferences, effects. Enable real time. What? Effect options. Yeah, you are wrong, ChatGPT. You are totally wrong. That's not even there. Only on audio tracks. Unlike a DAW, Audacity will still can't process live input in real time, only playback. So you can't monitor your voice through these effects while recording it. You can record dry and then tweak your chain in real time on playback. That's good because that's if Audacity is pointing to music time, it's because the built-in music effects. Looks like I've got to restart. Audacity. So I close Audacity and I will restart it. There we go. So I want a noise gate, harmonize, delay. Wow. So vocals. What is the range? Huh. Can't I adjust it? So 50, 2,000 at 1. 8,000 is at 1. Instead of 0.7, give me 0.1. So, cool. Soundly shape it. How do I add this then? I mean, it should be... Okay, great. There's that. And I should be able to maybe then close this and still have it. Great. Cool. What was the gray on? I can't remember. Oh, this is the voice modulator. So what I want to do first, let's mute, not here. Ooh, head rush. Up and down is rapid pressure variations. Kind of settle in when you're working on something. Gotta keep moving. Can't believe it's 6 o'clock already. Wow. So anyways, what I should be able to do now. There we go. Okay. And if I keep playing this then. There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. Man, I hate how high my voice is. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay, and okay. Got this audio coming in. This should have both of these on. I've never used a vocoder. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Is that working? Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay.
Snap.
Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go.
I don't hear it.
Okay. Got
Oh,
this audio coming
wait,
in.
because it's not. Do I have to close this before it affects? What?
It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
There we
This
go.
audio coming in.
Finally.
It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise.
Doesn't even sound like me, does it?
There we go.
That's a free one. That's Grayon 3. Not even the pro level. Wow. And what else? Soundly Shape It, Muse Effects. Well, what I should pitch fix. which is just cheating. Pro EQ. I want vocals. Pop vocals, come on. Country vocals. So EQ helps. Reverb is a standard one.
There we go. Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go.
Factory presets.
Okay. Got this audio coming in. It is catching so much nasty noise. There we go.
Did I have music playing? Oh, it was my song.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
that's
this
right.
audio coming in.
Hearing songs like, oh crap, I'm catching copyrighted work. No,
It
all
is
my stuff
catching
is free.
so much
Okay.
nasty noise.
So I'm using presets.
There
I
we
just set
go.
up the reverb there.
Okay.
So that needs to do it. So
Got this
now,
audio coming in.
ooh, wait, I don't want to delete. I want to stop. Glad I couldn't delete it. But I should delete this, come back to here. And now if I play it, I'll hear it here, you'll hear it there. I'm just going to get this knocked out versus pushing for a high quality result for the first little bit of it. So, and I'll be able to sing along next to it. But what I really want, take me to Suno. Is the lyrics ha 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 ha, so I can at least see what's going on. Okay, so as soon as I start recording, I'm gonna unmute these. You'll hear it. The audio from it is only going to my headphones, so it will, I think, not be too loud. How do I, that's right here. Yeah, we can take this down a bit for me, so it's not coming out, it's bleeding into my microphone. And begin recording. Let's see what happens. Okay. I need the text. Guys, I'm not ready to begin singing, but this is technically how it would be done. Okay. Then after this, I gotta get to cooking.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Wait. Put it down.
Oh, there, here, I need to, no effect, no effect. Here, no effect. Here, there we go. Okay. Start back over.
Whoa. Wait. Put it down. On the road with the top down, Kelly got her feet up, feet up. Everything is free now, and she's got the beat up, beat up. Riding with the gang, no sleeping. All around the world we're sweeping. She feels a lot of hate, but her heart's in the right place. She said, all you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love. All you need is a little bit of love.
Now, if I mute this, you guys can hear my rendition.
That was weird. Connected. On the road with the top down.
Oh, come on, what is this here?
That was weird. Connected. On the road with the top down. Magic got her feet up. Everything is free now, and she's got the beat up. Riding with the gang, no sleeping. All around the world we're sweeping. She feels a lot of hate, but her heart's in the right place. A little bit of love, a little bit of love, a little bit of love, a little bit of love.
Jeez. It's a start. Be good to yourselves with this stuff, guys. Now, let's just show you how easily this can be adjusted. Oh, I don't want to move it. I want to lock position. I might have to how do I lock position? What the heck? Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go here, and I think there's a way to silence that. Well, that's ChatGPT. It's been a minute since I've done any of this. Okay, in Audacity, I want to remove some audio without shifting the position of the existing audio. How do I do that? Silence, not delete. Control L. Yeah, now it's gone. And you look down in here, you can see how this comes in. Let's clean this all the way up to here. Might as well. You go between these things, and now we're not introducing.
On the road with the top down, Angelic got her feet up.
Angelic got her feet up. Yeah, it's not it's even though it says Angelic got her feet up is what the AI sung. So I get this audio, and again, I can, as I'm doing this, go here, I can adjust my pitch, totally change everything.
Everything is free now, and she's got the beat up. Riding with the gang, no sleeping. All around the world we're
So
sweeping.
tepid, so fucking tepid.
She feels
I'm not a singer. I've never been a singer. And
heart's in the right
honestly,
place.
this part's hard.
A little bit of love. A little bit of love.
All you need is
A little bit of love. A little bit of love.
So, that quickly, I've got myself set up. If I could sing better, I mean, I'll never get any respect singing like this, right? I'm a rapper anyways. I'm much more about the tangle in real life or at the business table, right? Like that's where I want to be capable. I don't want my opposition to be able to download my music and understand my style. So anyways, very quick, very easy, free. Audacity is free. Grayon is free. Pro EQ, Reverb, free. Pro EQ is, I think, a standard, comes with Audacity, but you can download these things. I'm going to have to turn off the Muse thing. But we are back to the stream. It says an hour and 5 minutes. It dropped and reconnected. I don't know how it did that. Maybe it caught up somehow. We'll see what happened with the video. Anyways. God bless you guys. Thank you for being here. Very universally right now, the ability to use something like ChatGPT and work on any technical thing you want to work on. I just got a Arduino. I got an ESP32 chip. These are like $10 chips that are full-on controllers, and wow, it's so low cost. I'm not planning on making videos about working with that stuff. It's not exciting, right? And music isn't that exciting. But this is something where, let's say you just find yourself, you know, like me and my community did, with a young lady saying that her AI music doesn't count because it wasn't our vocals. So you can record them over and over and over again, chop it up, you know, work on a small section. That's how they do it in studios. You're clear, you know, don't try to do a one take record unless you're a pro and vocals is your thing. You don't need to do that, right? Be good to yourself. Finish a part, lock it off, and you'll just move through whatever songs you got. And you'll be able to very quickly, with any microphone, add audio, adjust the pitch, get rid of, even if you don't like your voice, the highs, whatever, you know, you can do that. And I mean, I should be able to, like, vocode. I wonder if there's a free vocoder. I go back to ChatGPT. Let's see what's going on there. I want an auto-tuned vocal. Make it hit notes that I just can't reach in person. And this is another thing. You know, take this very shortly. You'll be able to create your own AI that will take your voice and make it into whatever lyrics you want to put down. They're not going to be able to tell the difference. Okay, so it comes down to how honest you are. But this is where the truth of this moment really comes to bear, which, you know, if you are a great singer, this just empowers you. If you try to present false witness, like you are a great singer when you don't practice and you aren't a great singer, the world's just going to eventually learn that you used some AI to make it happen. There's a whole chain in production, right? Most singers have not been songwriters. Writing a song is just as valid, and I would argue even a far more technically demanding role than singing it. Once it's sung in general, you know, I mean, even if you're not the first person to sing it, like take a cover, it's you're going off of often music that you've heard many times till it's in your mind. You can recall the notes. So it's if we're going to start saying this part is not important, but that part is, right? There's no easy way to begin that. It's not real. There's no real mechanism for us to auto-tune style correction, pitch correction module. Just pitch shifter. Correction switch on the right side. What? FX, PTM. That's incredible. That's incredible. Okay, correction. Yes, yes. Smooth, inertia, snap min, snap max. Amount, higher, stronger tuning. Amount. There's smooth, 30% to avoid glitches. Smooth is at 5 milliseconds, not 30%. That's inertia. Detection set to, there's no detection. I don't know what the hell this thing is doing. Oh. Oh my, no. Is that? I gotta, I'm way too blitzed to be really learning this stuff effectively right now. I don't know how vocoding is even set, because if you're programming it to do different shifts, so this thing has like a keyboard. You turn them on, turn them off. Now, I don't know what the hell it's doing or how I would use it. Point is, you know, in the chain of production of audio or of any art piece, you're never 100% of the chain. Especially if you look back in history. The photographer used to have to manage reels of film, the videographer, and had to manage reels of audio, had to cue them up together. Technical skills, that was all they did. It wasn't even the same person who was pointing the camera, because pointing the camera is such a specific skill in and of itself. The gaffer, right? Where do you catch the audio to get that best audio for the moment? And how does that change when you suddenly have an AI which is applied to it? And you got to understand that everything coming out of Hollywood, all these big artist things, no one has any need to tell you that they used AI. The people telling you that they're using AI are just the honest ones, because these people are using AI. You have crazy situations where they make an album out of nowhere. They're incredible rates. Oh my God, that's so incredible. No, it's AI. And there's nothing wrong with using it at a certain level. And that's, I'm sure, what they would say if they were known to have used it. I don't wonder what their comments are for a lot of these big artists that have been releasing albums. Anyone who doesn't say that they've checked out AI is probably lying. But, you know, what is the key part in art and human expression is what we're going to arrive at. And catharsis is that spiritual healing that we get from expressing ourselves, our truth. I think we're going to find that, that this technology empowers an incredible catharsis, which could be used to overnight address the mental health crisis. You're not tamping down the energy with drugs. You're funneling it into creative exchange. And all you need is a community where you're not made fun of for opening your mouth. That's harder to find now in the West than it sounds. Maybe it's not right away, but eventually people will start characterizing, etc. Any noise that they hear, they've got to figure out a way to characterize. And if they're too lazy to give you due diligence, which pretty much everybody is, I mean, they're tragic. Don't resent them for it. Don't think it means anything about your personal quality. You are absolutely justified in your existence by the fact of your breath, every breath you draw. So make the art and use it to connect with people. It's nothing to sell. You're not none of this, I think, would be sellable. And that's what's changing. So these artists who were robbed, right? Lots of, the point is every creator was robbed. Every creator is actively being robbed. The tool is made. You guys could have kept your trade secrets. You could have, as they do with the big shows, you could have forced people to lock their phones to go in and see what's happening. You could have performed live only. You didn't. You didn't care that your technology was giving me your music at 192 kilobits per second. Just fucking ridiculous amounts of precision of your work that you voluntarily just gave away. We can't figure out a way to get you your shit back. Okay? You gave it away. It's gone. Somebody else took it. And at least they didn't just act like it was theirs. That's the old school theft. This is a whole new world of theft, and it's scarier because suddenly your trade skill is no longer marketable. You guys, grow the fuck up. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm an engineer. They always hated when I told them this shit. It's just obviously true that arranging notes is not a challenge for a computer. Now it's doing a phenomenal job. Final production quality, fully produced in 20, 30 seconds. And I get 250 songs a month for $12. I can easily begin producing them, and I intend to at some point. There's some of them that have more personal things that I want to say to the people in my life, right? I may never get the chance to say these things in person, but I intend to have music that shares, maybe not painting the whole truth, but, something that speaks my truth into the world. It's a right that we all have, and that we've got to seize, we've got to protect it, because nobody's going to try to give you all this. But you deserve it. The Creator gave us all similar and necessary human impulses, including being heard, connecting with some life. So ask yourself just a real question. Can you be vulnerable in front of the people that you quote unquote love? Because you can't in the West, especially as a man. You're not allowed to be. It'll freak them out, right? And they'll say that openly. They'll say, women, if I see the man crying, I don't know how to deal with it. Well, it's a human being crying, and dogs do the same shit. Mammals do the same shit. So if you, based on a broken down, despicable, bigoted culture, think any mammal in your environment doesn't have a right to be sad, okay? Make a song about it. And people are going to accept it or not. But that's been the same way with art all along. You're not going to sell this shit anymore. We all just get to make it. And that's a wonderful thing, really. We do have serious things to talk about, like how are we going to actually feed ourselves, pay our rent, etc. How is society going to continue to carry forward? Anybody want to talk about that at any motherfucking time? I'm right here, right? We can talk about this online. We have Discord. We have so many ways that we can really have a robust conversation and come to plans of action. Just to really quickly encapsulate what I think that has to be, paint a picture. It's got to be a grassroots response. It's got to be distributed. It's got to have many, many different individuals involved. Those individuals have got to use technology to its new potential in coordination. Low cost controls. You can have a very smart house. You don't want this thing wired in. They're just realizing this with the smart stuff. You want it locally controlled. You want to know the engineer who codes it. You don't want anybody to be able to update this from a download, okay? Because if somebody hacks your supplying company, they're in your house. You don't want that. So it changes our sourcing for these technologies, and it puts a huge onus of personal responsibility on us, which, if you're not an engineer, might be scary. But only because you're not considering that with ChatGPT, you are fully capable in coding, etc. You can stumble your way through professional results. And if you actually run into any sticking point, if you know me, you can send it to me. One engineer, you can get 99% of this done, certainly. And you may 1% of the time end up in a corner, okay? Then I don't mind helping you. But if I start doing that 99% of your fucking work, you just become a lazy, slovenly bastard who feels entitled to my efforts, which you're not. No one is entitled to other people's life, their energies, their intentions, their good faith. We should be resonant, not just with our socialization, but also with our energy of the day. We should be putting it towards something which is going to resonate off the surrounding environment, come right back to us through that action generating economy. So hopefully this is legible. Even watching on the YouTube thing, it looks like it's getting choppy sometimes. But hopefully you can hear all this message me, right? And this messaging is consistent all the way through all the content I have created as Panfire. It goes way before that. This is since I was in my 20s. Very, very straightforward truths about supply chain changes. The capacity for you, yourself, a child, Boy Scout, if you anybody who can play a video game, if you can play Elden Ring, you can do all this. If you're playing Factorio, you're doing it already. Satisfactory. These games are just getting people started. And once you play those games, if you saw the shit that was going on in these godforsaken cesspool factories in the US, which I had to see professionally for a long time. So use the technology. And a lot of people are just losing their shit because their lives make no sense. Their value systems make no sense. Their talents are a joke. It's literally getting circles run around them by anybody who wants to, and their professional talents. You can't use that as a career anymore. You can still make great music, but people. And a guy, Mikey, said, I feel like Thanos with these AI things because I'm just generating music and making an album every couple of weeks. And yeah, you're suddenly with this technology, you're making so much. Well, it's real. It's a natural instinctual reaction to such an amplification. And, it's the humble who won't pick up others' hate, who don't let fear guide their steps, right? Who pick up a hammer and make use of it. Learn the tools. There's nothing magical about them, but there never was anything magical about music. What about that? What about the reality that it was always relatively simple shit? That the masses have just devolved into dumber, more banal, superficial assholes, right? When you're talking about selling songs, like, is it actually a sign of quality to succeed now? It all depends on how you define quality. And there's karma to that. It's you will start doing things in your life to mimic other energies. You will be sold down the river by these massive celebrities, buying products that are not good for you because they want to make a few bucks. And they're already, hundreds of millionaires, but for some reason, these manic losers can't take a nap. They can't sit the fuck down and get out of the way so kids can come up and actually entertain somebody. These really scummy, big stars, like terrible. The last of them are the blandest, just bland motherfuckers, right? Fuck them all. And their fans are no better than Trump supporters, no better than any of these easily cartooned entire demographics of tragically stupid fuck-ups. Just learn calculus. Shut the fuck up, please. Learn calculus or shut the fuck up. And once you learn calculus, when you want to talk about reality, be willing to listen to physics. You don't have to be educated in it. You need calculus to even receive it. You do not have to be educated in physics, but you don't get to argue with proven physics. You don't get to argue with this technology. You don't get to argue with Suno, right? I'm sorry, you fucking clowns who thought you were gonna twiddle your fingers and have a lifestyle for the rest of your fucking lives, right? Nobody has any of that security. Nobody even expected it. And to then go after young people who are just using these tools to empower their own creative catharsis, fuck you people. This is why none of you old bastards deserve any fucking mercy. Nobody owes you a goddamn thing that what you gave away was used to create a tool which is a better creator of music than you ever will be. Some people will be. Some people are going to actually still be the quality. Who's going to care to listen for it? It doesn't. When you go away from this broadcast from a single tower to millions of people, when you go to a distributed mesh of broadcasts and shared media, I won't be able to listen to my own community's produced music soon. Kids who are pouring their heart into songs that are now, instead of being a few minutes work, only take 20 minutes, right? You don't have to listen to their entire discography. Can you listen to 3 of their songs? Now, can you listen to 3 songs from every kid that you know and care about every 3 weeks? Ask the question. And this is the future that we're going to engage in, which honestly, I don't know why people are panicked at all. We don't need you in the factory. We don't want you on the factory. We don't need you in the battlefield, right? You are just a slow, dumb asshole. Just keeping you medicated is a fucking task in and of itself. We don't want to fucking take that shit on. We've been begging you to just fucking do the right thing by yourself, by your own kids, by the mess that you've made with your fucking whatever the shit you've done with your disgusting Western life the last 15, 20 years. I don't understand how anybody would not be aware of the struggles building and to this point they're reaching a crescendo, but all along this has been my entire life the exact same struggle building. So I look forward to when we start to really work on the problems. That is going to first involve getting rid of the tumors. You can't just add fuel to a system when it's covered in parasitic tumors. You've got to get rid of all the cancer first, right? Which is a problem, you know, and it's, God, you call it cancer, which is not the right term because this is actually human beings and their cultural proclivities, okay? People choose to be disruptive sometimes. And if you are a talented enough interpersonal communicator, you can create that resonance that hits them and knocks them into a correction. They stop becoming exploitative of those who are not able to defend themselves. And that's the sort of guardianship in society, which is the moral civic hero. We're not making a cult of character. Everything is on camera. The correct moral thing to do is already understood deep in everybody's soul. The only question is, when does it not happen? When is it reliably happening? When is the moral failure being visibly, instantly addressed? When is the leak being plugged and sealed and finished to where you don't know it was there? When is the tumbling turned into growth? Because it's got to stop the cyclical back and forth of you feeling cheated, you cheating something, you feeling cheated, you cheating something. And it comes from entitlement. It comes from arrogance. These things where you need more than breath of life, which you don't, and you won't get it. There's manifestations in life of things that you can put your hands on that make you maybe feel powerful, etc. But I'll tell you what, it's very clear to me that anybody who thinks any of these things make a difference has never held them, because no matter what you pick up, it does not change base parts of reality, does not change your attitudes, how you're treated, doesn't change what's going to happen when you go home. All these things need to be kept in harmony. And people, instead of worrying about that, went to work, got paid enough, found their own little silo, sat in their silo, and now we don't have a country. So, same message I've been saying all along. Automation, get at me. Talk forever on this shit. And if you're organizing, advocating, you know, same wavelength, let's discuss grassroots plan, get shit done, please. God bless you. All right, rock on, everybody. Goodbye for this stream.